You are so routine. Everything about you is so predictable. Why? Because you have refused to learn anything new. This is an arrival mindset. That is an arrival mindset at work. Learning and education. Lisa completed her degree and got a good job, so she stops pursuing education or skill development. She feels that her formal education was enough, so she avoids learning new tools or concepts even when her field evolves. Can you imagine? Your field is evolving and you just fold your hand and you're watching. Then we have Maria. Maria, despite her degree, continues learning online, read books, and keeps up with trends in her field. She believes there is something or more. There is always something more to learn, even if it's outside her immediate job needs. Do you understand? You're acquiring skills that your job might not necessarily need at this moment, but you're just acquiring it so that you make sure that you stay on top of trends, so that you are not obsolete, so that there is something new that you have just added to your skill bank. You are not folding your hand. You are not saying that the last time I read a book was in my undergraduate. The last time I picked up a book to read was when I was in 400 level in college or in my last year in college. That's you're not saying that because you have a growth mindset. So you pick up books to read. You read about your field. You read about things that are really important to you, so that you stay on top of the matter. You are not obsolete. I can tell you for sure that Lisa is an obsolete person, and it's only a matter of time before they kick her out of this role that she's occupying. Because nobody wants to stay with a sloth or stay with someone who is just there doing routine, not wanting to learn or improve the company. Trust me, once a new person works into that company that has a growth mindset, they will not see any need for Lisa. It's as simple as that. Then we move to personal relationship. How does arrival and growth mindset display in personal relationships? Tom feels he's been a good enough friend because he's maintained his friendship over the years. He doesn't actively try to be supportive or check in regularly, thinking his past efforts are sufficient. Excuse me? So, because you did something for me 10 years ago, I should still bank on that 10 years ago act and run my life with you 20 years after, 30 years after. Why would I do that? I would see you as someone who is not trying to actively contribute or make efforts to sustain the relationship. But because Tom has an arrival mindset, he doesn't feel the need to want to make extra effort or be there for his friends. He's this kind of person that will be like, oh, Tom, oh, there is an occasion going on. We are planning something for John, and it's a surprise birthday party, and we need you to contribute. To be like, no, I can't contribute. I have a lot of things to do. In his mind, he's like, after all, I did something for Tom 10 years ago, so that should suffice. If John wants to get angry, he has no right to get angry because I did something for him 10 years ago. If I want to meet John and ask for a favor, he should be able to grant me that favor because I did something for him 10 years ago. If I offend John, John should not really feel angry because I did something for him 10 years ago. Excuse me, there's no relationship that survives like that. You would kill it. You would just be sucking the life out of the relationship until eventually you have no friendship with John. John will become a stranger to you. Then we have Alex on the other hand. Alex regularly reaches out to his friends, actively listens and invests in building stronger connections. He sees relationships as something that requires continuous attention and growth. Please, there is a pattern with these examples. There is a pattern with these examples. With Alex, he sees that relationship is something that requires continuous attention and growth. For Maria, in learning and education, she realizes that there is need to learn something new every time. For Mark believes that fitness is a lifelong journey. Are you seeing that continuous appear again? For Emma, she sees every day as a chance to learn something new. People with growth mindset have a continuous learning pattern. They put effort into everything they are doing continuously. Everything that they do has a consistency, and the consistency is what? Learning something new. Then in your financial goals, how do you know you have an arrival mentality or a good mindset? Now let's hear this. Jake finally reached his savings goal, now spends freely, assuming his finances are in good shape and he no longer needs to budget. He's reached a point of satisfaction. Ah, God, let satisfaction not hold you. He's reached a point of satisfaction and no longer seeks ways to improve his financial stability. On the other hand, we have Zoe. Zoe, even after reaching her saving goals, continues to explore ways to manage her finances better, such as learning about investment or budgeting for future goals. She views financial management as an ongoing process. Ongoing. Growth and continuous work hand in hand. Growth and ongoing works hand in hand. Growth and consistency work hand in hand. These two things cannot be separated because why? You are growing. You are growing. It's a everyday thing. It's like you as a human being not growing for 1 year. They will take you to the hospital because definitely something is wrong with you. As a human being, you are growing every day. So is your mind supposed to be. Growth comes with movement. It's a continuous thing. It's a continuous thing. So if you have a growth mindset, you continually learn. You don't stop learning. But if you have an arrival mindset, you will have a stunted growth. You will be where you are for 10 years, not moving an inch, not growing an inch, not doing anything about your life because you have an arrival mindset. And then at the end of the day, the thing that annoys me about this arrival mindset is that when they start to see other people taking action, when they start to see growth mindset in work, they start to get envious. Why? It's not hard. If you apply yourself, you too can get the same results. You don't need to sit down and hate on another person. This is another mindset that has formed a lot of trolls online, formed a lot of haters online. Aside being envious of people, you are also envious of the fact that they are taking steps towards changing their life. They are being proactive. They are thinking outside the box. But someone with an arrival mentality will fold his hand and expect that manna will fall from heaven, and all of a sudden there will be a buffet right before him. Things don't work like that. You want to change something about yourself, you have to stand up and do the work. You don't fold your hands. You don't fold your hands. You don't pray and then do like this. No. Heaven help those who helps themselves. I think there's a part of the scripture that says, oh my God, what's that part of the scripture? Um, Faith without work is dead. Faith without work is dead. You can have all the faith in the world, but if you do not take a step towards achieving that thing you are having faith for, you will never ever see it. You will never ever see it. So folding your hand and expecting manna to fall from heaven, my brother, my sister, you're not going to see it. So if you will not do the work, can you at least give yourself some level of honor and not be envious of people who are doing the work? Can you do that? Anyways, this video is not here to bash people with arrival mentality. This video is here to tell you that if you have an arrival mentality, it's not a death sentence. It's not a death sentence. You can wake up, decide to pick up what's left of you, dust it up, and then move on with your life. That even when you fall, you keep standing up because you have a goal inside. You don't let laziness get the best of you. You don't let complacency, you don't let convenience, you don't let comfort get the best of you. You know the moment when things are getting comfortable that it is time for you to move and stand up. You don't. You begin to act towards your goal. It's that just simple as that. Read that book you have to read. Go to that seminar you need to attend. Take those online courses you need to do. Network with people. Make effort for your relationship. Go to the gym and continue going to the gym if you are the gym type. Whatever it is you are doing, keep learning on that field. Take action and do things about your life. Don't fold your hand and think that something is going to just change overnight. It doesn't happen. This is real life. Even faith without work is dead. That's all. Like, heaven help those who help themselves. God even wants to help you, but you're not showing him that there is a platform for him to bless. God bless me, God bless me. Your hands are empty. What will he bless? Your mind is empty. What will he bless? The last information you have was when you were in the university. What will he bless? Will you wake up? If you have a good mindset, just keep praying and keep doing what you're doing and keep asking God for grace to continue having a growth mindset because the sky is the starting point for people like that. I wrote here, I'm like, if you are a team, if you're a part of a project team, if you're part of a project team and you're one of the people that shirks responsibility and tasks, you're one of the people who shy away from the things that you have been assigned to do or are supposed to be assigned to you to do, then you have an arrival mentality. But if you are someone who sits waiting or who sits just open to anything coming, feedback, tasks, responsibilities, you are that kind of person. You are open, and then when it comes, you go up, you go above and beyond to make sure that you deliver on that task excellently. Then you have a growth mindset. Because the thing about growth mindset people is, where did I even write it? Give me a minute. I wrote it somewhere.